Hey guys, back again with another review, this time of Tales from the Darkside Season 2, Episode 3, Ring Around the Redhead, which aired on the 13th of October 1985, and it was directed by Theodore Gershony, and the writers were Theodore Gershony and John D. MacDonald. And it had a fairly good cast. It starred John Hurt, who's in a hell of a lot of different things, from the 80s to now, and probably earlier. Penelope Ann Miller, who I remembered her face. I was like, I'm sure I know that face. And lo and behold, she was in Adventures in Babysitting, aka A Night on the Town. Very young, and that was like, I think, a year or two after this episode. Karis Kaufman as Adele, Greg Fulton as Jimbo, and John Snyder as Guard. Now, basically, this isn't a horror episode, yet again. You know, it's a romance episode, a romance / sci-fi. So basically we meet Billy Malone. He's on death row. He's going to be executed in 6 hours, and then you've got Adele there, basically interviewing him. Says that boss basically believes that he was sincere and wants to know more about the story because it's very believable. So basically, Billy Malone is a inventor. He basically creates things and works in a workshop, basically. And there's this big earthquake. And this mini volcano comes out and it's got a ring in it. And he touches the ring, and every time he touches the ring, something different happens inside. Now, in the volcano, I mean. So you don't see what happens, but you just hear what he's saying to Adele. So then comes Keena, Penelope Ann Miller, a young, vibrant, confused, innocent, vulnerable girl who basically has no idea what's going on. She can't talk English, can't do anything on our planet. So her and Billy basically become friends, and she learns English pretty quickly. She learns to be able to talk languages. She learns to be able to do all these different things. And he's got a friend called Jimbo who wants the ring. So he goes and steals the ring, and all this stuff happens, which we don't see, which is off camera. And he says, you can have the ring back. And there's more stuff which happens off camera between Billy and Jimbo. And as this is going on, he goes back and forth to him and Adele in the prison, talking about it. And he goes on about how when she went, he missed her, and how he wished she hadn't left, and that his life without her basically wasn't that good. So as he's going to go to the chair, Adele says, is there anything you'd have said to Keena? And basically says, you know, I miss her, basically. So there you go, they put him in a chair, they strap him down, and just as they're about to flip the switch, the room goes black, and time is frozen. And Keena comes in a dress kind of thing, like she's a ballet dancer or an ice skater, and says, hello, Billy, I couldn't leave you. I told the elders we had to be together. And basically, then she goes, do you want to come with me? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, put your arms around me. And then they disappear. And Adele finishes on the phone going, it was a romance story. He wasn't executed. Change it. Change it. And at that point, I'm going... So I'm guessing that Keena was supposed to be an alien because she's from a different dimension. And the chemistry between John Hurt and Penelope Ann Miller was really sweet, and it was really loving and caring. And it did bring the episode up a lot. It made the episode a lot better than it could have been if it had been people who couldn't act as good. I really believe that they'd become friends, that they had this connection, and it was sweet. And it was very sympathetic because Billy was on his own kind of thing. Like most of the guys in these episodes are on their own. And she comes through and they become close. And he understands what it's like to be around somebody again. And it just, the episode was good, but I didn't want to watch a romance / sci-fi episode. It's not much sci-fi, but a little bit with the whole coming out the dimension thing. But I want to say a horror one. I'm getting really fed up with it. I know it sounds silly, But I'm getting fed up with not seeing a horror. And when I do see horror, it's like once every 8 episodes or something. But if I wasn't going to go by horror, this is a really good episode. It could have easily been made into a film. Because there's a lot there, and there could have been a lot more if it had been a film and not an episode. The 20 minutes does kind of hurt it a little bit because there's so much pushed into it, and you don't see anything that happens off the screen, like murders or that, or deaths, or someone's arm being ripped off. You don't see any of that because it's all off screen. So it's kind of annoying because you're like, if they'd have shown this, it would have had a little bit of horror elements in it. But overall, it's a good episode. I'd rate, if you like romance, where someone's condemned to death and a woman comes and saves them, this is the episode for you. If not, skip this episode and find a horror one. That's my advice. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to give this a 2.5 because as much as I liked it, it wasn't my cup of tea. For the show anyway. If it had been like Love Boat, the anthology series, I would have loved it. But, you know. So, anyway, I'll give it 2.5. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a lovely day. And as always, please subscribe and take care. Thanks, guys. Bye.